everyone, my name's Alex, owner of Duo Pilates and creator of the Duo Pilates Method. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've made a video especially for flight attendants. Now I can imagine for you guys it's super hard to follow an exercise regime while you're traveling. Not to mention hotel gyms are less than inspirational. So that's where I step in. I've created a workout for you guys that's super simple and easy to do in your hotel gym, or in between flights. Now I've broken it up into 4 groups. You're going to start with circulation, and then stretch, and then posture, and then back support. I'm going to do the workout with you, and I'll include all of the sets and reps in the description below. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to kick off the workout with a little circulation routine. Now keep in mind, this whole workout will take you about 15 minutes in total. All right, so we're going to start off with an exercise called arm reach up and touch toes. Now if you're anything like me and you have super tight hamstrings, this is going to feel quite stiff. So I'll get you to reach your arms up nice and high and then down towards your toes. Reaching up again, each time try and come down a little bit lower. And we're going to do this one 6 times. 5 and 6. You can hold it down there for a little bit longer, take a deep breath in, walk out your legs if you need to, and then reaching back up. Nice. Standing at the back of your mat, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and then roll your spine all the way down towards the ground, and then walking out into a downward dog stretch. So you're going to lift your tailbone up nice and high, drawing your shoulder blades right down your back. And then from here, I'm going to get you to shift your weight forward into a plank position. That's it, and then back into downward dog. So you're just moving between the two, keeping your abdominals in nice and tight. You don't want to let your hips drop down too low. And again, we're doing 6 reps. Nice. Moving into calf raises, we're going to do 20. So you're lifting your heels up off the ground, squeezing your glutes, reaching up towards the ceiling. Try not to lean forward as you're doing this. Just while you're exercising, just take a few deep breaths in and breathing out, and that'll also help with your circulation. I've lost count. I always lose count when I talk. Let's pretend I've done 15. We've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and moving on. We're going to do some leg swings. 6 in total, so just hold onto a wall if you can find one, or a chair, swinging your legs forward and back, just to get your blood flowing through your legs. 6 on each side. And changing over. Nice. Moving into arm circles. Just nice and slow and controlled. Actually, we're going back that way. Really trying to open up your chest and your shoulders. I do all 6 on one side before you change the other side. Perfect. All right, now feel free to repeat that circulation routine before you move on, particularly if you've just come off a long haul flight. So moving on to our stretches, we're going to start with a chest stretch against the wall. So you're going to have your forearm up against the wall, make sure your elbow's higher than your shoulder, and you're going to lunge forward. So lunge forward with the leg that's closest to the wall. You should feel a stretch all through your chest. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out through your mouth, try and lunge forward a little bit more. Hold it there. With these stretches, you want to hold for approximately 20 seconds on each side. So like I said, this entire workout is about 15 minutes, but you can stretch for as long as you need. You might only have 15 minutes, so you can just be pretty quick. If you have longer, I highly suggest holding these stretches for as long as you can. Making sure you take a deep breath in through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth as you go deeper into the stretch. So feel free to pause this video while you're stretching in case I move faster than you like. Next, we're going to do a hip stretch. You can actually grab a pad or a towel to place under your knee, particularly if you've got sore knees. And then you're going to step your foot forward, tuck your tailbone right under, and then press your hips forward. You should feel it stretching all through your hip. Our hip flexors are prone to getting super tight. So this is a really important stretch. If it feels super uncomfortable, I really want you to hold it for even longer. You can also place your hands down onto the ground to feel a deeper stretch through here. Nice, and slowly changing sides. That's it. Tucking your tailbone right under, pressing your hips forward. Hold it there, take a deep breath in. Breathe out and try and go further into the stretch. Breathing in and out. Placing your hands down onto the ground if you like. All right, then slowly coming out of it. Next, we're going to go into a pigeon stretch. Now, if you've got knee troubles, this might not agree with you. Give it a go. If it doesn't work, go back into a hip stretch. Do you want to have your knee bent? Slowly, if you can, lower your forearms down to the ground. You're going to feel this stretching all through your glutes and your hamstrings. Take a deep breath in, breathing out. Try and relax into the stretch. Hard to relax when you're in the pigeon stretch. Keep breathing. Breathing in through your nose, big breath out through your mouth. And then when you're ready, changing over to the other side. Squaring your hips as much as you can. Slowly lower your forearms down to the ground. Breathing in through your nose, big breath out, try to relax. Holding it here for as long as you need. And then once you're ready, coming out of the stretch, and I'll get you guys to stand up, and we're going to do a standing hamstring stretch. So step your right foot forward, square your hips to the front, bend your back knee and slowly shift your weight back, and then hinge your upper body forward. Reach your arms out in front, bring your shoulders back and down. And then you're going to come forward as far as you can, feeling that stretch through the back of your legs, and then squeeze your front quad, and then release it coming forward. And again, squeeze your front quad, the front of your thigh, and then let it go coming forward. Make sure this front leg stays super straight. And then changing sides when you're ready. Squaring your hips, arms out in front, bending your back leg, shifting your weight back, coming forward. Squeeze that front quad, release it, come forward. All right, next we're going to move into a rotation stretch. So you're in a 4-point kneeling position. You're going to reach one arm up towards the ceiling, turn your gaze up towards the ceiling, and then lower that arm back down. Just keep alternating sides. One more to each side, or keep going if you're feeling super tight. And then lastly, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. This is one of my favorite ones. In this position, walk your hands back, and then just gently rock your upper body from side to side. That's it. All right, so that is the end of your stretching routine. Okay, so moving on to our posture routine, starting with an exercise that I like to call chin curls. So you're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position and lift up out of your shoulders. That's really important. Give yourself a double chin, sit, and then from here you're going to tuck your chin further in towards your chest and then slowly turn your gaze to down in between your knees. Hold that there and then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Try to avoid doing this. All right, so you're tucking your chin in towards your chest, turning your gaze to your knees, and then slowly roll back up. Nice. 6 of these in total. Next exercise, we're going to do some back extension work. So you're going to be lying onto your belly, and first I'll get you to tuck your tailbone under, drawing your belly button in. Now the following 2 exercises help with forward posture. So when we round our shoulders and our head forward. So the first exercise, you're going to have one arm in this position and the other arm is extended out, like so. Have your forehead resting on the ground. Keep your belly button tucked under. So imagine someone's trying to place an ice cube underneath your belly button. And then from here, you're going to keep your forehead on the ground and then you're going to lift and lower your arm. Try not to let your shoulders rise up around your ears. So pull them down your back as you're doing this exercise. So you're going to do 10 on each side. And then changing to the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to lift your forehead off the ground. Roll your shoulders back and down and lift your arms off the ground. You're now going to reach your arms out in front and then back in by your side. We're going to do 20 of these. Keep your arms up nice and high. As you bring them in, draw your shoulder blades right down your back. Keep your abs in nice and tight. Perfect, you should feel that working through your back. Okay, so now we're going to do an arm movement that helps with your posture. I'll get you to stand up, reach your arms out in front, palms facing down, drop your shoulders, bring your arms in like that, keep your elbows up as high as you can, and then from here you're going to turn your arms so that your palms are facing forward. Nice. Place your arms back down, reach them out in front. Pull them back in, turn your arms up, palms facing forward. Nice. So we're trying to work into those back muscles. Concentrate on keeping your shoulders down. You don't want to have them up around your ears. We're going to do 10 of these. Seems like a simple exercise, but it's actually quite hard and you can really feel it working in between your shoulder blades. Cool. All right, now we're going to move on to back support. What I mean by that are exercises particularly that work the abs and the glutes and that help to support your lower back. Starting off with an exercise called bird dog. Again, you're going to be in a 4-point kneeling position. Draw your shoulder blades right down your back. Keep your abs in nice and tight. And then from here, you're going to extend one leg out and then extend the opposite arm out. Key is to not let your lower back arch. So as you extend your leg out, try not to dip your back like that. Keep your abs in nice and tight. It will restrict how far you can move, but that's fine. You're going to do 10 on each side. Just move slow and controlled. This is a great way to warm up your core, test your balance as well. All right, so when you finish 10 on each side, you're going to come and lie onto your back. We're going to do an exercise called the dead bug. So in this position here, you're going to have an imprinted spine. So what I mean by that is press your back into the ground. Bring your legs into tabletop. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. And then you're pretty much doing the same exercise you did before, lowering opposite arm and leg down. So this is another really great exercise to get your core warmed up. Keep your lower back pressing into the ground. That's really important. And just move nice and slow. You can probably feel your core working. Again, we're going to do 10 on each side. All right, then once you finish those, place both feet on the ground. We're going to move into an ab curl. Interlock your hands behind your head. Just bring your elbows out to the side. Have a neutral spine, which means have a little gap underneath your lower back. So I want you to imagine there's a little grape underneath your back, and I don't want you to squash it. All right, lifting up into an ab curl, and then just lower halfway down to keep the abs on. Now, as you curl up, I want you to brace your abs before you move. So I don't want your neck doing any of the work. Breathing out to curl up. Breathe in to go halfway down. All right, once you finish your ab curls, we're going to finish off our abdominal work with a side plank. So it's really important if you have lower back pain that you learn how to activate your abdominals correctly and that you work them quite frequently. That includes the side abs, the oblique muscles. So you're going to work those in a moment when we do our side plank. So have your top foot in front of your bottom foot, your forearm is on the ground, draw your shoulder blade back and down, and then lift up into a side plank. You might need to walk your elbow out so that it doesn't end up below your shoulder. Lifting up into your side plank, you're trying to lift up through your waist, reaching your top arm up towards the ceiling. I want you to hold this for approximately 20 seconds. You should be feeling it here. Keep lifting up through your waist. Breathe. Nice, and then slowly lowering back down. And of course, we've got to do the same thing on the other side. Placing your forearm down, top foot in front of the bottom foot, lifting up into your side plank and hold, lifting right up through your waist. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Nice. All right, so again, approximately 20 seconds on each side for your side planks. Now we're going to do our glute work. So the glutes are really important because they help to protect your back. So imagine your abs and your glutes are like bodyguards for your back. So we need to work them correctly and keep them nice and strong, particularly if we're sitting a lot or moving around. All right, so you're going to do a clamshell, which means you're going to have your bum at the very back of the mat, have your feet at the back of the mat as well, stretch out your bottom arm, and then you're going to open and close your top knee. Keep your hips stacked, so you don't want to let your hip roll forward or back. Keep it nice and still, and then just open and close your top knee. You should be feeling it through here. That's it. If you're feeling it through your hips, just move your feet back a little bit. Sometimes it even helps just to put your finger on your butt where you want it to work. That's it. Helps with that message from your brain to your glute. So you're doing 20 each side, and then on the last one, lift your leg up, extend it right out, bend it back in and close. Nice. Open, extend, bend it back in, close. 10 of these. Nice. These are a killer for the butt. Now on your 10th one, open, extend, lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax back down. Nice. Give your bum a little smack. We are almost finished. So you're going to change sides. Sit lying down. Move my mic out of the way. Lying down onto the ground, have your bum at the back of the mat, have your feet at the back of the mat, have a little gap through your waist, hips stacked, open and close your knee. Again, if you're feeling it through your hips, just bring your feet back slightly and then continue to open and close your knee. And you might find one side harder than the other, but that's perfectly normal. All right, then once you've done 20, open your knee, extend your leg out, bend it back in and close. Ten of these. Whew. This side burns a lot more than the other side. All right, then once you've done your 10, extend your leg out and then lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Good job. Give your bum a little smack. Nice. That concludes your back support section. If you have the time, I highly recommend going over your stretch section again. All right, that is your workout done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please comment down below. Or if you would like more exercises like this, you can check out the Duo Pilates Method at theduopilatesmethod.com.au. Bye.